Hey guys, it's Back Gaming here, and I just wanted to show you this new video that GameSpot came out with. It shows the new features in Road to the Show and MLB 17 The Show. So, I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more, because there's plenty of MLB The Show 17 videos to come. Thanks.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to GameSpot's coverage of MLB The Show 17. I am once again here with Ramon Russell from Sony San Diego, and today we're going to be checking out Road to the Show?
Yes, Road to the Show, Pave Your Path. That's what we're going to be taking a look at today.
Well, why don't you take us away?
Right, so, Nick Livingston, our game design lead, and his brother John Livingston, and Compton worked so hard on what we are calling Pave Your Path. And for Road to the Show, this is a foundation year. I think I've made this reference a few times, but Diamond Dynasty this year is like complete. It's like this is where we wanted the mode to be 2-3 years down the road. Right. This is the foundation year for Road to the Show, and you're gonna see us make those same strides that we made with DD in Road to the Show. And so what we wanted to do was, people had kept on asking us, we want some type of story element to Road to the Show. Like the off the field stuff is real great, but we want something else to do. And so we thought about it, and what we came up with was Pave Your Path. It's a non-linear experience. The decisions that you make and the choices that you make in Road to the Show this year will alter your career.
Right.
So if you create a center fielder and you start to make decisions, it will take you down this road. If you start over and make different decisions, it could take you down a different road. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make a narrative where your decisions matter, and it takes you down these different roads. And we had some help with this as well. We always try to listen to the community, and we have Skype calls with our community. We ask them what they'd like to see. We also talked to some minor leaguers and, some rookies from last year about what their experiences were in the minor leagues. Because, baseball is really unique in the fact that when you get drafted, you don't start up at MLB. I mean, even if you're, a Bryce Harper or Steven Strasburg, a Trey Turner, like that really doesn't happen. Like everybody goes to the minor leagues, and baseball has that unique story. And, we pick those guys' brains, and we wanted to know like what those experiences were. Right. And there were a few guys that we got to talk to, like Mac Williamson from the San Francisco Giants, Derek Law from the San Francisco Giants. Both of those guys are good friends of the studio, and Trey Turner as well. So we talked to some guys who were some first-round picks. We talked to some guys who were drafted a little later in the rounds, and we were able to pick their brains, and they were able to tell us, how their stories were different, because all those guys had different stories. And, one of the ones that sticks out a lot is Trey Turner's story last year. I believe he's a shortstop naturally. And the Nationals wanted him to play center field because, he was blocked at shortstop. And they told him they asked him, hey, we want you to play center field. It'll get you up to the show. What do you think? And he was like, yo, I'm a team player. Of course I'll do that. Because, I want to get up to the show. But at the same time, he's like, I'm a shortstop. But he understood that, I'm going to be a team player first. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to ball out at center field. And I'm going to show them that I'm multifaceted. I can play multiple positions. Right. But at the same time, I still want to come back to shortstop. And so we've emulated that in the game this year. There will be opportunities, and you'll see it as we start playing, where you're going to get asked some questions. You're going to have to make some decisions. And depending on the decisions that you make, that's going to take your career on a different path. So here we are. We're in the Road to the Show. We're in the locker room scene, which is all new. You can also see the social media feed, which is all new this year. So where we are, I've been to a few other places the last few days, and this is the same Road to the Show. So what's happened right now in this storyline is I have already been drafted once by the Angels. I said, I'm not going to sign with you. And what happened was the Angels management basically said, we don't even want you. So I had to go back to school and get redrafted. So I went back to school. I did the showcase games again, and I turned into a 5th-round draft pick. And I've been drafted by the Chicago White Sox organization. And here we are. I'm in lower A ball, and we're going to see what happens.
So this is the lowest A. This is,
I believe we're in Double A.
A manager addresses his team before their season opener. For many of these young men, it is their first game as a professional.
All right, so we just heard the narrator talk. So the way that we wanted to do our narrative in Road to the Show was it's a documentary style thing. We have a narrator like you'd hear in a Hard Knocks. So the narrator will narrate a specific scene to basically set things up, and then you'll make those decisions. All right, so we're gonna sim this game, and we're gonna sim a bunch of games until we can get to a basically a splinter point in the storyline to see what happens. So I'm gonna sim all the way down here.
Now, are these? Some people are asking, are these real minor league teams? Or
Yeah, we have licenses for AA and AAA. So all the logos, the minor league teams that changed their names and logos, those have been updated. So yeah, we do have all the correct stuff.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role.
All right, so here we go. Our manager has just instructed us that he wants us to play right field for a short time. And this goes back to the Trey Turner situation. I believe we're a shortstop or a second baseman. So I have a few choices here. I can say, seriously. I can say, mind if I ask why? Or okay, whatever. So for the purposes of this visit, we're not going to say whatever. I'm going to go, mind if I ask why?
Always looking to fill needs, clubs will explore every way a prospect might be capable of contributing.
All right, here we go. So, and the manager's telling us, this might help us down the line to have some versatility, and it'll help your skill set. So, I'm a third baseman. I could go, I was brought in here to be a third baseman, but I have no experience as right fielder or IC. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go, I'm a third baseman.
Pushback.
We're going to go to pushback.
Okay.
And when team needs collide with a player's expectations, a game of dreams also becomes a game of choices.
All right, here we go. And the manager's like, no, you didn't come here to be a third baseman. You came here to be a ball player. So I want you to do that. So here we have even more options. I can keep going hard line.
Yep.
I'm a third baseman. I can say it's totally new to me, or I can, we keep giving you opportunities to say, hey, okay,
sure,
you can go down not even the evil road. It's just a different choice.
Right.
And there's no right or wrong choices. There are just consequences to the choices that you make. So we're going to continue down this line. I'm a third baseman.
This player with strong convictions finds out a team can have convictions too.
All right. And you see, the choices that I made had some consequences. And again, in Pave Your Path, there's no right or wrong choice. Just your choices have consequences. So I chose to stick with my guns, say I'm a third baseman, and now I've been bitched. Now, if we reset this, I could make different choices, and another thing will happen.
Can you, in any situation, be cut from the team?
A recently benched player receives a call from his representative.
All right, so our advisor called us. He's like, I just got a call from management. They said you refused to play some games as right fielder. What happened? And that's it. I told him no, that's my position.
Who wants to see his advisee get back on the playing field.
All right, our advisor's talking to us again. They said they'll return you to the lineup, but you've got to be willing to give it a go at right fielder just temporarily. So here, what Nick and John and Compton are doing, they're giving you an opportunity to basically change your path. They're giving you an opportunity to come back. So I'm going to say, okay, fine. I don't like it, but whatever.
The road to the show is not always a straight or predictable one.
All right, here we go. And the advisor's telling us maybe it's time we get serious about finding the sports agents to bring on board to help you deal with this kind of thing. I'm going to start looking into that some more. All right, so here we go. So we've seen, we got a trophy. So that's kind of a snippet of what's going to happen with Pave Your Path. Now, this isn't the only thing we've done with Road to the Show. What we've also done, and we've talked about this a little bit, is, we've completely revamped creative players. So it's not only Road to the Show, Pave Your Path, but how your guy looks and emotes. Those things have been upgraded too. So we're gonna you can really customize your guy. So I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna randomize the guy so you can see some of the options here. See, okay, all right. Got the little flat top going.
Oh, big fan of that hair.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna keep that. Let's keep that. Let's see. It's fine. It's fine. So what's real crazy is, so we did this thing. I think everybody will see it like next week. So our character team is about 6 or 7 people, and it's this team's jobs to do all of the updates for the uniforms, to take the face scans and to turn them into heads. They created all of the new content that you see in Creator Player, and they had this funny thing to where during crunch time they said, hey, we're not going to shave at all. So nobody shaved. And at the end, we basically did a Russian roulette where everybody picked different facial hairstyles from the game to cut out. So if you see, you'll probably see Nick on the stream today. And so Nick will have well, by the time you see this video, by the time that you see this video, Nick will have this. He has this, and I think he has something else. What else does Nick have?
The combo.
Yeah, he has a combo because you can stack different stuff. So he has a soul patch, and he has the barber. We're not gonna choose that one. We're gonna go with let's go with the Woodsman. Let's go with that full Woodsman.
It's like the playoff beard, only a lot more at stake.
So for facial hair sets, we've added 22 new facial hair sets. Hairstyles, we've started from scratch. We've added over 20 new hairstyles, and you've seen a few of those as well. And then you can still stack them, which is cool. Do I want to stack something? Okay, that looks a little weird. Let's see. Do we want to stack anything? Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. What we've also done, you can see this, is we had this Cabbage Patch Dolls look to our creative players. Hopefully you won't notice that as much because we did so much work on the faces, skin tones, the eyeballs. We started from scratch. If you saw those comparison shots, you could really tell the difference between our new eyeballs and how they looked in previous years of the game. So we really wanted to make sure that the guy that you created and wrote the show, and then those rosters that guys create, look so much more like real players.
It's been a ton of positive feedback on the previous video we did together. A lot of people are saying that they look like real people.
That is fantastic. You know? If we're hearing that, that means we're doing what we need to do. So we're going to change. So we're ready to play. All right, so we're going to sim some more games so we can get another scene. Ooh, hitting 305. Oh, that average is going down. It's going back up.
After trying this player out in a new role, his team likes what they've seen.
All right, so we're back into the manager's office. The manager's like, we like your potential as a right fielder. And the fact is, the club has a need at that position. At the major league level, would you think about going forward in that role? And so this is what Road to the Show, Pave Your Path is all about. The choice we make here will have a lasting effect on our career.
Yep.
I can say my heart is kind of set at being a third baseman, sir. I can ask, would this be permanent? Or I can do the Trey Turner thing where I'm like, whatever I can do to help the White Sox win a world championship. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that decision.
Yep.
The most direct road to the show is not always the one that was first envisioned.
All right. So the manager's like, well, aim to bring you along as a right fielder then. It doesn't affect your training focus. You can still work to hone the attributes that will get you where you really want to be down the line. So bam, like now we're a right fielder.
Yep.
So Road to the Show, Pave Your Path, the decisions that we made early on has completely altered our career. If we go back and make different decisions, we'll end up somewhere else.
Yep.
And that's what we think is so special about the first year, the foundation year of Road to the Show, Pave Your Path.
So what is your favorite new feature that's been added to the Show 17 this year as part of Road to the Show?
It's everything. I mean, the two main ones is create a player revamp, allowing you to create much better looking players. We have so many new hairstyles now. We have so many new facial hair sets. From an animation standpoint, we're trying to give you more opportunity there to express yourself. So you can pick a batting stance and a different home run sequence, which you haven't been able to do. So I could pick Bryce Harper's batting stance with Jose Bautista's home run sequence. And what that allows me to do is, if my batting stance and my home run swing will be Bryce Harper's.
Right.
But my celebrations at first base, second base, third base, and home plate will be Jose Bautista's. And every home run sequence that we have in the game, you can now choose. So you can mix and match those. Sounds of the Show comes back. We've doubled Sounds of the Show. So if you want to upload your own walk-up music for your guy on Road to the Show, you can continue to do that. And with Pave Your Path, we're just really excited that, we're really going to blow this out over the next few years. Like, we really wanted to splinter off so we can hear those different stories about guys telling us, hey, I started out as a shortstop, but I ended up as a right fielder. Right. Like, the ideas that we have moving forward are amazing. And so we can't wait for people to try it out and see what Pave Your Path is about in its first year.
Well, I know we're really excited, and I know a lot of the commenters in the previous YouTube videos are going to be really excited to see everything that the Road to the Show has to offer this year. Again, guys, if you've been enjoying GameSpot's coverage of MLB The Show 17, be sure to hit that subscribe button And my thanks to Ramon again for coming in.
Thanks
and
for having
sharing all
us.
the insights. And we'll see you next time.
See you
Take
next
care.
time. March 28th, MLB The Show, PlayStation.